one of the end results of losing on the last play of a game is a lot of second guessing, a lot of what ifs. Coach Hatcher and company will be doing a lot of second guessing and a lot of what ifs after the game this week. JT, what happened Saturday?
Well, they left points on the field. 2 drop touchdown passes we had in the game. That's 12 points. We would have won the game and not even had to go to overtime. But when you leave points on the field, you lose, and Murray State learned that this week.
Let's go and go to the highlights from this past Saturday at EIU. Murray State starting out down 14-0, but able to come back. Casey Brockman with a 1-yard touchdown run, and then later on down 20-7 after a missed extra point by EIU. Casey Brockman, look at this scramble and finding Navarre Griffin for the touchdown. Murray State battling back in the game.
And we're tied up 20-20, and then we get another drive. We hit Morrow up, 15-yard pass. He takes it to the house. And then, as always, your guy, Jamal, knows for the end zone. Barry takes it in for a 2-yard rush.
Yeah, and then later on, Murray State came out in the second quarter looking really good. But right here, this is towards
like I said,
the first half.
You leave the points on the field, you lose.
EIU started marching back in. The Garoppolo had a great game for EIU.
5 touchdowns?
5 touchdowns. That guy was awesome on Saturday. Watkins with the 12-yard touchdown reception. Then here's Walker giving EIU the lead. They go for 2. They get it. It's 42-39. Murray State coming back in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up and possibly take the lead right here. But Jamal Barry
drops the
pass over the middle. Instead, we settle for a field goal. And Jordan Benton, what a game for him. He tied a school record with 5 field goals. This one ties the game, puts it in overtime. The Racers in overtime driving again.
Jamal, the nose for the end zone, Barry, with another touchdown that's put us up 49-42 in overtime.
It's his 3rd touchdown in 2 games.
But Garoppolo, like we said, had the huge game. Another touchdown for him right here. And then the heartbreaker. Here's what seals the deal.
The 2-point conversion on a trick play. Oh, my goodness. I mean, you can't imagine a tougher way to lose. Last year, a tough loss to EKU. They lost 31-30 on a missed extra point. That's the only time I can imagine a tougher loss. And this one is a tough pill to swallow because the goals, JT, were to win the OVC. And now to do it, you got to beat EKU at EKU. You got to beat Jacksonville State at Jacksonville State. That's going to be a tough challenge for this football team.
Well, from what someone told me before we came on the show, this is the most drama we've had in a game since we beat Tony Romo on a 3-point kick.
Yeah, and ironically, same school in the IU.
Yeah.
I mean, there were, again, a lot of positives, man. The offense looked good in the first half, but the second half, like you said, I know you're going to talk about the defense.
Yeah.
I know you're about to bring the defense. We'll get to that in a second. But the second half, no touchdowns. Now, they got in the red zone several times, and that's great that Jordan Benton got 5 field goals. But keep Jordan Benton off the field when you're in the red zone.
We need those 12 points.
Yeah, you need the touchdowns. Like you said, 2 touchdowns. Now, you got field goals from them, so 8 points. Technically 8 points, but I see what you're saying with 12 points. But, technically 8 points that you left. You lost. You went into overtime, you lost by 1. Wouldn't you love to have those points back?
Yeah, and I'm worried about this week as well because we have one of the best SEC wide receivers that got kicked out of school for a failed drug test that's coming in at Tennessee Tech, who right now has 5 touchdowns. And our corners are not that good.
I mean, they could be. I mean, these are guys. Some of them, some people in our secondary transferred from SEC schools. So But
like I said the first show, Steve, they're not 2 SEC talent if they're getting burnt this bad.
Yeah, you're correct. I mean, I defended them early in the season. We played Florida State, and EIU is another good offensive team. But 50 points. I know you and I said they would lose the game.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't be this shocked. But for some reason, I'm still shocked. Mainly because we had a 36-20 lead in the second half.
And then the 2-way conversion. That's
just washed it away.
We left those points on the field.
So Tennessee Tech this week, like you said, Derrick Rogers. What do you think's going to happen this week?
Derrick is going to have a huge game and torch Murray State for, again, second time. He's going to have 300 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's had a monster season already. I want a big crowd. We got 10,000 people in there 2 or 3 weeks ago against UCA, but it was quiet. The entire game was just quiet. They might as well have been playing in front of 50 seats.
There was nothing to be excited about.
I mean, the loudest our crowd got was when they launched T-shirts in the stands.
Well, who doesn't want a T-shirt?
I'm not going to stand up and cheer for touchdowns, but if you launch a piece of 100% cotton fabric advertising at me, I'll stand and cheer like De Niro Thomas is hitting fadeaways in San Jose. Where are our fans at? They need to be loud. I mean, we got half the fans going to stay in the parking lot, and you got.
They get drunk and they leave.
Yeah. Well, and the fraternities, they do a great job of tailgating, getting everybody fired up. It's a great pregame atmosphere. atmosphere. But then they got to like keep it bro with their bros.
They
during
got
the
to
game.
leave. I
They
mean,
can't go into the game.
this weekend's family weekend, granted. So we should fill up Roy Stewart Stadium. So I challenge our fans to get out there and root for our Murray State Racers.
We need this game bad. We need it bad because, like I said, you got to go on the road to EKU and Jacksonville State and get wins. That's tough enough.
Yeah.
That's tough enough.
Jacksonville State's good.
Yeah, they're really good. EKU's really good. So this is going to be a tough challenge for Murray State. Tennessee Tech's going to be tough. I think Murray State wins because they need it. They need it more.
What's
they
the
need
score?
it bad. I think Murray State wins, but it's going to be close. It's going to be high scoring, and it's going to be 52-49. I hope so. That's going to be a fun game to watch. It's 52-49.
You're taking Murray State 52-49.
I'm taking Murray State 52-49. I hope it's not even that close. I hope our defense steps up this week. Our offense is looking pretty good. They can take that first half,
Well,
carry it over.
I'm going to have to be the Debbie Downer on this one, Steve. I'm taking Tennessee Tech with Derrick. He's pretty good. I mean, he was the top 5 talent at an SEC school at Tennessee. So I'm taking Tennessee Tech 56-21.
Wow. Let's hope not. All right, guys, that's all the time we got for today. Coming up next, we got Snap, Crackle, Pop Culture. We'll see you in just a few minutes. There you go.